tonight.
And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. Fielded just outside the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They'll be led out by Mr. Irrelevant in the 2022 draft, a guy with something to prove, Iowa State's career passing leader, and that's Brock Purdy.
For every rookie prospect, there are always nerves involved in this moment, running your team out to start a game. But there's a reason they brought him in. We're willing to make him their starter today. They believe he can overcome those nerves and lead his team to a victory. We saw him do it at the collegiate level and really make himself into a leader and someone you can envision doing the exact same thing here in the NFL.
Looking to throw again on second down. Purdy, he'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Purdy's throw complete here to Ayuk. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They go play action here. Purdy, he'll buy some time right. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. To his left. He's going to let it go. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And the Texans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for later.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. A first down throw for Mills. That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be second down. They will run for the first time with Rex Burkhead. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, here's Mills. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And they're able to stop him short. On 3rd and 6, they'll only pick up 4. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. Purdy. Forced out to his left. That's caught. He finds Danny Gray. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's his first catch. Lovie Smith, he's seen plenty of challenges in his time as a coach, and he's going to throw the red flag on this. So Lovie saw things correctly, and he wins that challenge. Here's Purdy. And incomplete here to bring up 4th down as the rookie couldn't haul it in. On 4th down, here's Purdy. Got an open man. It's McLeod. And he is going to have the Niners first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Flushed out right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down. Well, Charles, now we take a look here at their 2022 draft class. No first-round pick for them this year, but it seems like they're able to overlook that, at least in talking to them, with the type of upside that they found on days 2. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. From the 10, first and goal. Purdy looking to throw on first down here. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey from 10 yards out. And the Niners go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. They'll look to throw. And he will get in to make it 8-0. And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
Mills throw taken in there by Cooks. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. First and 10, it's Pierce. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Dameon Pierce, 28 yards. And the Texans are back within a couple of the lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And this is now a 1-point game. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was all capped off by a run from the rookie, Dameon Pierce. Taken in at the 3. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. On third down, it's Purdy. And that is incomplete. Steven Nelson able to get a hand in coverage. Fourth down try. Here's Purdy. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Again, it's Purdy to throw it. Steps away to his left. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right.
Touchdown! Brandon Ayuk, 41 yards. And they are able to add on on to their advantage. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Well, split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the two-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
Hand off left side, Pierce. And some space here. Touchdown, Houston. Dameon Pierce ready for the regular season with his second touchdown of the game. And the Texans are an extra point away from evening this scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back, and he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. Purdy on 4th down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, that means this next drive is going to start at the 3-yard line. So quite a turn of events. This is 1st and goal from the 3. Here's Pierce. Touchdown, Houston. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on 4th down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up and negate the touchdown that was just given up.
Purdy to throw it on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. Tried to drop it in there, but it's intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Mills on 1st down. That's complete to his running back, Burkhead. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. He's at the 40. The 20. Touchdown, Houston. Rex Burkhead, 93 yards. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Fields it right around the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. A reminder, opening weekend definitely in sight now. Thursday, September 8th, that's when it all gets going. The defending champs, LA Rams, hosting the team that many think could win the AFC, the Buffalo Bills. Charles and I will be there, and then we got some great matchups on that Sunday as well. Kansas City and Arizona, Raiders and the Chargers, and on Sunday night, Tom Brady, yeah, he's back, and his Bucs are heading to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be? Touchdown, Texans! Dameon Pierce on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Texans will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Well, the Niners going back on offense now late in this first half. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Oh, he'll take a shot from McCaffrey downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. They'll go for it. Here's Purdy. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And this one is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the looks like somebody's ready to begin the regular season, skipping over halftime here in the final game of the preseason. Third quarter, here we go. Our starters likely to be out there for the third quarter as we get back underway in this second half. Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Mills to throw it. This is caught. It's Cooks. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks, 35 yards. And the Texans have opened the lead up to 30. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late. That wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And that will be incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. So certainly. And now the red flag out on the field. We'll have a challenge forthcoming. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
After review of the play,
so the challenge does not sway the official's decision. Spot of the football going to remain right where it is. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mills. And that's complete to Cooks. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Pierce now up the middle. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 98 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Throwing, Mills. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown! John Mechie from 13 yards out. And the Texans extend their lead yet again. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Flushed out right. And unable to connect. Incomplete.
Early, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. On first down, it's Purdy being chased out left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. 2nd and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Purdy off the play fake. They'll roll him out right. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. Purdy on 4th down. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays and kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. On 4th down, Purdy. Throwing here to Kittle yet again. Caught. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long